And I don't even know of anybody that went to Vietnam. I mean, I had an uncle who went to the Korean War. I had another cousin, he was in on the Cuban invasion back in 1960. He was on the Navy.
Well,
my father-in-law was in the Second World War too, though.
How was your life affected at all by the Cuban Missile Crisis?
No.
No?
No.
Not in your city at all?
No.
No?
No.
Yeah,
I wouldn't even known about it if my cousin hadn't been in on it, on the invasion in 60. He wasn't allowed to talk about it either until after it was all over.
Mm-hmm.
When he was home on leave, he couldn't say anything. He said he already knew all about it too.
Was there anything big going on in your city or in your state, in Illinois?
After I was married, the only bigger thing that went on in my town was the Centennial. And that was in my little town of Shabna where I went to school. And I rode a big Palomino horse with a black silver trim saddle, and I robbed the stagecoach. Me and my brother, we robbed the stagecoach. It was just bags of empty bags. But we was just putting on a show for them. We was firing blanks and a gun and stuff. It was fun though. It was. And my wife even, being a city girl, she drove a pony and rode in a cart driving a pony. And it was hot that day. It was in June, and the first one she had, the pony reared up and tipped up out of the cart and everything else, and had to get the pony settled down, so she took a different one. My dad had a whole bunch of them. He at one time had 27 ponies for his grandchildren, all his grandchildren. He didn't have that many either, by the way. Not 27. But he passed away in 1967. 1977, I'm sorry. And my mom didn't pass away until 2006, about 30 years later. And she was the nicest gal. You loved my mother. And she was the best cook in the world too. I'm telling you, she could fix anything. Except them caramels, she always had me make them. I don't know why. She said, "Oh, yours are better than mine." I said, "Okay." So I made the caramels at Christmas time.
What was the restaurant business like that you guys were in?
It was a family restaurant, family style food. You know, we had homemade bread, homemade pies, homemade sweet rolls for a while, and then we quit them. But it was very, very busy. When her dad had it, it was attached to the bowling alley, and it sat 56 people, I believe. And then when I come in with my wife and I, then we had it. We got it in a different place. It was an A&W root beer place, and we added on quite a bit to it, about $40,000 worth of space too. And that sat 104, and on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays you couldn't find a place to sit. It was that busy. We'd go through 2.5 double cases of eggs on a Friday. That's 100 dozen eggs.
Holy.
In one day. We'd go through, well, to start with, we'd have 96 filters of coffee ready to go, and we went through all of them and had to fill more during the day, so there was more than 100 pots of coffee every day. More than 100 loaves of just homemade bread, and we had store-bought bread too. It was just a busy, busy place, and we got a lot of the college students there because it was cheaper than most of them. And them guys, someone would eat 3 meals at a time, 3 breakfasts, 3 different numbers. You gotta be kidding me. How do you eat that much, you know?
What was the county fairs like? When you guys won with the whole pig?
Yeah, we took every first and second place, every grand champion and reserve champion every year too.
And what was that for?
Hogs. Purebred Durocs.
What were they, competing on?
You show against other hogs.
Like the size?
No.
No, just...
Meat type.
Works too.
Huh?
By
By the way, there's more red meat on a red hog.
What are we at?